4 तो मैंने मकान बेच दिए समेत नहीं। शादी में जो मेरे को मतलब थोड़ा बहुत गहना बत्ता मिला था, अंगूठी मिली थी, कूड़े के भाव बेच दिया। 47 गाड़ियाँ मेरी अपनी, वो सब तो जी ऐसे बिक गई।
मैंने अगर वो पैसा जोड़ा होता तो एक कार ले ली होती मैंने लमसम।
बहुत परेशान हुआ सर, मेरी आंख भी इसी चक्कर में आंख खराब हो गई थी मेरी।
वाइफ शादी हुई है, अभी नई शादी हुई है, बच्चा डेथ कर गया था अभी जनवरी में।
ये बच्चे हमारे 30-35 हज़ार के महीना कमाने वाले आज यहाँ पर।
In 2020, Delhi police arrested 912 persons under the Narcotics, Drugs, Psychotropic Substance Act. 2 years later, in 2022, the number rose to 1499. The same year, Delhi Air Customs registered at least 30 cases of cocaine smuggling and 20 cases of heroin smuggling. 2 years back, in 2020, these numbers were limited to 1 and 5 respectively. If we talk about NCB, 38 kgs of seizure was made of heroin in 2020, which rose to 117 kgs in 2022, and cases of cocaine seizures went up from 1 kg to 14 kgs. Is the national capital on target? Why is Delhi becoming the dumping ground of narcotics in India? And if so, who are the people behind it? We'll find all the answers in this special report.
In 2019, a team from the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment for the first time conducted a detailed survey of the Indian population using various substances and those affected by substance use disorders. The findings were shocking. The government report said there were 2.9 crore dependents on alcohol, 28 lakh people to opioids, 25 lakh dependents on marijuana, and over 8 lakh dependents on inhalant users. Given such high number of users, while the latest government survey remains due. CNNnews18 hits the ground to probe the easy availability of drugs in the national capital.
दिल्ली शहर में भी मिल जाता आसानी से। तैमूर नगर हो गया, मंगोलपुरी हो गया, सुल्तानपुरी हो गया, जहांगीरपुरी हो गया, ये अपना दक्षिणपुरी हो गया और कोटला मुबारकपुर हो गया।
सबसे पहले तो गांजा जो है कि वो तो इतना अवेलेबल है कि समझ लो कि हर 2 गली में जहाँ चाहो वहाँ ले लो और खुलेआम ले लो।
वहाँ पैसे दे दो, क्या तो भाई एक पुड़िया दे देता हूँ।
In order to unveil the operational details between the drug cartels and small-time peddlers, CNNnews18 team established contact with one such gang.
सबसे ज़्यादा डिमांड में कौन-कौन से हैं?
जैसे कि गांजा हो गया और एमडी हो गई, कोकीन हो गई, हीरोइन हो गई और एलएसडी पेपर हो गए, ये सब डिमांड में ज़्यादा चल रहे हैं इस टाइम।
इंडिया में कहाँ से आ रही कोकीन?
कोकीन आ रही कोलंबिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, अमेरिका से आ रही है। गोलियां पेट में डाल के ला रहे हैं, वो हो गए, या पानी के जहाज को थ्रू उसके थ्रू लाते हैं।
सबसे ज़्यादा कीमत में क्या बिक रहा है अभी?
कोकीन
बिक रहा है। दिल्ली में ज़्यादा बिक रहा है
कोकीन और एमडी।
जो बड़े बड़े होटल हैं और जो क्लब्स हैं उनमें क्या डिमांड है?
उनमें भी कोकीन, क्रैक बॉल।
कोकेन और क्रैक बॉल की। क्रैक बॉल का क्या प्राइस है, कितने में आती है और कैसे देते हैं? मतलब बॉल के हिसाब से आती है?
बॉल के हिसाब से आती है वो।
अच्छा, कितने ग्राम
पॉइंट की बॉल होती है, उसका कीमत होगा 5000।
Data accessed by CNNnews18 also shows that seizures in Delhi have witnessed an exponential rise. While only 748 cases were registered by Delhi police under the NDPS Act, in 2022, this number rose to 1179. While number of seizures of narcotics by Delhi Air Customs also went up in 2022 at the Delhi airport, the NCB's data also states that seizures of heroin, cocaine and LSD remained on the rise. Union Home Minister Amit Shah in April this year inaugurated the first national conference with the state and union territory heads of the Anti-Narcotics Task Force. The newly formed Anti-Narcotics Task Force's aim was to crack down on the sale of psychotropic substances and expedite cases registered under the NDPS Act. As we reached out to the Delhi Police's Anti-Narcotics Task Force, we learned that the department has zeroed in on 64 locations across Delhi that have been identified as hotspots of narcotic supply and sale.
We are right now at the Aerocity, one of the hotspots of drug trades as identified by Delhi Police's Anti-Narcotics Task Force. Senior officials believe that proximity with the state border of Haryana, the international airport, and heavy footfall of international passengers is what makes this spot a vulnerable one. Across the road lies Mahipalpur area, another area full of authorized and unauthorized hotels. Among other areas that have been identified by the ANTF across national capital are Delhi University campus, Nizamuddin, Jama Masjid area, and South Delhi's Chhatarpur. Surprisingly, a parking lot of one of the hospitals in South Delhi has also made it to the list.
As you said, there are about 64 areas. These 5 areas which you have pointed out are more high-profile areas. Delhi is both a transit as well as destination point for most of the drugs. Apart from the top drug traffickers, we have a list of almost 200 people. Okay. They are also small time, medium type, and top drug trafficker. The Lawrence and Goldie gang, they have a very important accomplice called Jaggu. Okay. And Jaggu is a known big drug trafficker of Punjab. ISI makes sure that whatever drones are fitted with drugs, they also put some weapons into it.
But the land routes aren't the only concern for Delhi, as seizures at the airport too have been rising.
As far as particularly last year is concerned, there is a nearly about 30% increase. And from more previous years, say 2 to 3 years ago, there has been a quantum jump. Now, with the kind of drugs that we are catching, we feel that there is a clear shift from the country being a transit point to a consumption center.
We also reached out to the Narcotics Bureau to get a clarity if increased seizures from Delhi would mean that Delhi is witnessing a never-like-before drug inflow, but the agency did not respond. To double-check the increase in drug abuse cases in Delhi, CNNnews18 team visited rehabilitation centers and also the NDDTC run by the AIMS. What the doctors and the staff had to disclose was equally alarming.
I'm currently at the National Drug Dependence Treatment Center in Ghaziabad. The facility has been up and running since 2003 and every year witnesses reformation of thousands of drug addicts. But in the last 5 years, number of patients who register themselves for the first time seeking treatment from drug abuse has seen an exponential rise. Every day, this facility registers at least 40 to 50 new patients, while follow-up is done on 350 to 400 patients daily. This trend certainly is a worrying one.
If we see all these substances and across different states, what's surprising to see is Delhi figures almost in top 5 or top 6 states in terms of proportion of people consuming various substances and as well as proportion of people who are affected by drug use disorders. So about 3 lakh people are estimated to be affected by charas or ganja use addiction in Delhi. For the heroin, this figure is even higher. About 3.4 lakh people are affected by opioid use disorders or opioid addiction in Delhi. Around 70,000-80,000 people are estimated to consume drugs through injecting route in Delhi, and largely heroin. So some of these trends in Delhi, they are really worrying.
हर एक महीने अगर देखा जाए तो 14, 15, 16, 17 ऐसे एडमिट होता है हमारे पास में, और हर एक महीने इतने पेशेंट डिस्चार्ज होकर के जाते हैं। जब इन लोगों से हम बात करते हैं कि दिल्ली में है इजी, मतलब ड्रग्स लेना आसान है, सब बोलते हैं कि आसान है। सबका एक ही स्टेटमेंट है कि हाँ आसान है। हमारे पेशेंट, जब हम पेशेंट से बात करते हैं तो कहते हैं आज के दौर कि अच्छा खासा नौकरी थी हमारी, हम नहीं जा पाए, नौकरी से निकाल दिया गया। यहाँ तक कि पेशेंट कहते हैं कि जो बच्चे की ट्यूशन की फीस तक भी होती थी वो भी हमने गंवाया।